The Pittsburgh Steelers may be on the verge of making a move that could dramatically shift the balance of power in the AFC. With the most critical piece of their off-season puzzle now in place, the addition of Aaron Rodgers as their starting quarterback for the 2025 season, the focus inside the front office has rapidly shifted. Omar Khan, Pittsburgh's ever-aggressive general manager, is wasting no time. While many fans expected wide receiver to be the team's next big focus, there's growing chatter that Pittsburgh could instead make a major splash on the defensive side of the ball. That splash? It might just come in the form of Jalen Ramsey, one of the most decorated cornerbacks of the past decade. A 3-time All-Pro and 7-time Pro Bowl selection, Ramsey has quietly become available as the Miami Dolphins look to trim their payroll and reshape their defense. NFL insiders, including Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport, have both reported that the Dolphins are open to trade talks, and Ramsey, who is due a massive $25.1 million in fully guaranteed money this year, could be on the move sooner rather than later. Now, let's talk reality. If the Steelers want Ramsey, they absolutely have the means to make it happen. Omar Khan has built a reputation for making bold, calculated trades. He's not afraid to swing big, and bringing in a proven elite-level veteran like Ramsey would be a major statement that Pittsburgh is going all in during Rodgers' window. So what's the cost? Surprisingly manageable. Based on recent market trends and comparable defensive back trades, a 2026 fourth-round pick could be enough to land Ramsey, especially if the Dolphins are willing to absorb a portion of his salary. If Miami insists on the full financial burden falling on the acquiring team, the asking price might actually go down, potentially a 6th or 7th round pick, just to get that contract off their books. That's what makes this situation so intriguing. Ramsey still has multiple years left on his contract, which provides long-term control. But the high price tag could limit the number of teams willing to seriously engage in trade discussions. That's a scenario where Pittsburgh gains leverage. If Khan plays it smart and stays patient, he could walk away with a future Hall of Fame cornerback for what amounts to a late-round lottery ticket. But there's a bigger question looming. Do the Steelers actually need Jalen Ramsey? That depends on who you ask. Some insiders around the organization believe Pittsburgh has enough firepower in the secondary, especially after signing Darius Slay to a 1-year, $10 million deal. Slay, a 5-time Pro Bowler, is coming off a strong year with the Eagles. But at 34 years old, there are very real concerns about whether he can sustain elite performance for an Meanwhile, Joey Porter Jr., Pittsburgh's young and promising corner, had an uneven 2024 season. According to Pro Football Focus, Ramsey posted a 76.9 grade, ranking 16th among 222 eligible cornerbacks. In contrast, Porter came in at 161st with a 55.0 grade. That's not just a gap, it's a canyon. Adding a seasoned veteran like Ramsey could instantly upgrade the position group, allowing Porter more time to develop without carrying the burden of shutting down opposing one receivers every week. The Steelers do have other internal options. Beanie Bishop and Dante Kent are competing for the nickelback spot, and both have shown promise in camp, but neither has the resume, instincts, or physicality that Ramsey brings to the table. For a team aiming to make a serious postseason push, relying solely on youth and potential carries risk. there's also the locker room factor. Ramsey is a vocal leader with championship experience. His presence alone could elevate the defense's confidence, focus, and swagger, all critical intangibles for a playoff-bound squad. Combined with Rodgers on offense and a defense anchored by stars like T.J. Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick, adding Ramsey could round out a roster built to challenge anyone in the league. In the end, this decision comes down to two things: value and vision. If the Dolphins are willing to share the financial load, and if the price remains a mid to late round pick, it would be a low-risk, high-reward move for Pittsburgh. The opportunity to add a player of Ramsey's caliber doesn't come around often, especially at a bargain. So now the ball is in Omar Khan's court. Does he pull the trigger and bring another All-Pro into the fold? Or does he trust the current group to hold the line? One thing is for sure, with Rodgers